next speaker is distinguished Toastmaster Paul Brunoforte. Paul really enjoys preparing and delivering educational and motivational speeches, which he will often use in workshops or with students in high school and college. Today, he is stepping out of his comfort zone to attempt the dreaded humorous speech. For this speech, the audience should pretend that they are at a nightclub and have been doing tequila shots for most of the night. And Paul is one of the opening acts to warm the audience up. You did not pay to see him. He is a bonus. So be nice, easily and often. He is speaking from the Professional Speaker's Manual, Speaking to Entertain. The manual calls for 15 to 20 minutes, but in order not to upset Paul Pastore, Paul has shortened it to 8 to 10 minutes. If you want to hear the other half, blank Pastore. The title of this speech is Fight Back. Paul Brunoforte, Fight Back. Fight Back.
Growing old is weird. It just seems like yesterday I almost didn't get hired by Tex Earnhardt because I was too young. And then when I joined this club, I was one of the young whippersnappers. People thought I was wet behind my ears. Look at this. This is what I look like when I joined this club. What happened? These people are now on Social Security and Medicare. What happened? It happened so fast. I think I remember it because it was when I got hit with HIV. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, no, I'm not talking about the virus. I'm talking about hair is vanishing. Now, it really should be called HIM because my hair didn't just vanish. My hair migrated. It migrated from the top of my head, down my back, kept going down over my butt. Why in the world hair would rather be on my butt than on my head? Now some of the hair migrated down and made a little turn and headed up into my ears. Some of it went up into my nose, found its way onto my eyebrows. And you know, some guys who are lost their hair on their head, their attitude is this. I'm going to let the hair grow wherever it wants, as wild as it wants. Because I see these guys, they have hair growing out of their ears. They've got little branches coming off their ears. Their nose, it looks like birds flew up there and built a nest. And then eyebrows. Some of these eyebrows drive me crazy. I don't know if anybody remembers Andy Rooney. He had these eyebrows. It looks like he went out, he found some roadkill, and velcroed it on his forehead. So my idea is fight back. So, you know, I went on to Amazon and I found this little gizmo here. Now, see, this was originally designed for little old Italian women, you know, clean their mustache here, get rid of the little unibrow. But this 2.0 version was made for guys like me. It's got this little headlight on there. So now you can just take this baby and go into those dark areas, clean out, like, you know, rotor rooter, get the ears on this side. Really, really great. You can't use it for your back, you know, you really need to have like a weed whacker to get the back. So for guys that have that problem, wear a shirt. Always. Hair, not a big deal. What really can get you is skin. When you start hitting the 50s, the skin starts crinkling up. And I remember, I don't know, the timing was phenomenal. I noticed that my skin was crinkling the day I got my invitation from AARP. Now I know it's hard for people to get it. Oh, you young whippersnappers, let me just show you some time-lapse photography here. This is skin when you're 20. Then you start getting into your 30s. Then you start hitting your 40s. Then you're in your 50s and 60s. And now this is what your skin looks like when you're in your 60s. So you can either live with this, or you can go out and spend $50,000, $100,000 on plastic surgery and take a risk of coming out like Michael Jackson. I am not going to take that risk. So I went back on Amazon and I found a few things that will really help you to tighten up that skin. So this is really a great little tool right here. What you do is you pull the skin back, you take this and you just drag it right around. Now what happens is you walk around, you look surprised all the time. So it really, this is a little tricky. And some people, they don't want to use that, they don't want the clear. It comes in different colors. So you light-skinned people, for me, I need the little darker version. And you can take it, and you can take your skin before you go out, just like putting on makeup. It's not that big a deal. You pull the skin, you put this on there, and look, now you're like 20 years old again. Really nice, it gets rid of all that crepe. But skin again, you gotta take things as they come. This is a much bigger problem when you get old. And it hit me in my 50s. I realized that I am now dealing with incontinence. Oh. And I started in my 50s, I started getting that, and I found out that there's actually a disease. It's called urine pantophobia. It's the fear of peeing in your pants. And it's called UP for short. So, and what happened, I was managed to fight back with this, because when I got UP, what I did is, anytime I leave the house, I would map out where all the bathrooms are, porta-johns, and I put it in my phone. So if I'm going out, I'll say, Siri, look, where's the bathroom? And so I would make my way to the bathroom. So I somewhat managed over time to be able to deal with that. And then I hit my 60s. Here's the problem in the 60s. The time between the alert and the deployment shrinks to like 3 nanoseconds. I'm here, I'm driving down, looking really cool in my car in the HOV lane, and all of a sudden, alert! I pull over, throw open my car, run over to a bush. And people think I'm kidding. So one day I'm riding down the road with Tudor, right? We're in the HOV lane. I said, Tudor, pull over. And Tudor says, why? I said, I have to go to the bathroom. He said, okay, there's an exit over here. I'll get off. And I said, Tudor, pull over now. So he just goes automatic. Tesla just pulled that baby. This goes off. But anyway, I'm a fighter. I'm going to fight back. So I figured I've got to come up with a way. I can't keep pulling over the side of the road. You do that, you can get into an accident. And also, a guy told me he got a ticket for indecent exposure. Who knew? I have no idea. I do not want to be on any kind of list of, they put you on a list for the exposure. So, I'm watching TV, Mike Lindell comes on TV. Who knows Mike Lindell? Mike Lindell, inventor of My Pillow. So I'm thinking, wow, this guy is making $1 gazillion. So I came up with my invention for everybody over 60. It's called My Travel Jar. My Travel Jar. This has been certified, just like My Pillow. I certification from the National Urine Panthophobia Tactical Society. It's called NUTS for short. So now with my travel jar, so we'll need necessarily to automatically go over all the lanes, get yourself in trouble. But it does come with a warning label on here. See, the warning label is this. If you think texting and driving is difficult, let me tell you, this is really challenging. So you actually need to take some lessons on how to do it. Now, the one thing about this is you notice it's a wide mouth version. This is for easy access and accommodation. But all of these tools that you're winding up having here, these are tools that a lot of people think, well, I would rather hang myself than have to go ahead and use these things. But women like Yesenia and Chelsea and Jillian, as you get further along in your pregnancy, you're going to understand what running to the bathroom is all about. But you see, when you get older, a lot of you would rather hang yourself than deal with this. But I heard a great saying one time. It said, growing old is a privilege denied to many. And it's one day you're 25, the next day you're 55. That's the way it works. So ladies and gentlemen, I say take on the challenge and fight back. Cheers.